Hi, water signs. This is Paulette from Water Chariot Tarot, and I'm going to be doing your love reading for the month of February. And I want to say Happy Valentine's. So, obviously, to go with the theme, I'm going to be doing the whole month of February based off of love. Um, so, before I jump into your guys' readings, if you can please like and subscribe and make comments, that will really help me out a lot. It'll be able to help me grow this channel. Obviously, I just recently started, but I'm just like, so far what I've been doing with the videos, I really enjoy, and I really love it. I love doing these readings. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into the readings right now. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to leave some timestamps in the comments for each water sign. So right now we're going to start with Cancer. So Cancer, your main message, what you got was sanctuary. So at this time, what the main message for you is that you got to find a place where you feel you can tap back into yourself. Find the healing that you need. Find the peace of mind that you need. And we know that sanctuary has to do with finding somewhere where you have refuge. And so for some people, it may be just going out in nature, going near the river, the tranquility of everything, of the water, the sound, hearing the birds. It just brings you so much joy and a peace of mind, and it just gives you time to breathe. Going to a spa for a whole week or going on a vacation just to get away from it all can be part of sanctuary for you. Even going to church or turning to spirituality, where you can gain perspective that's going to help you and aid you. This is the main message for you when it's concerning, love. So we're going to go ahead and jump into your tarot part. And so the whole summary, the whole story of the relationship right now is the Tower. And so the Tower has to do with something really fast, unexpected, but something that's powerful and devastating. If you notice, the lightning's right on top, and it just hit down hard that it literally split this entire human tower apart, and it revealed the inward parts of them. And so sometimes that happens when the tower comes in for us, when it's completely unexpected. It literally reveals what's going on with us on the inside. If something has happened in this relationship that is really just, disturbing emotionally and stressful, and something that just came in quick, it's going to open us up and reveal how we truly feel about what's going on with our partner. Okay, so something just definitely came in that is strong, and maybe that's why it's telling you to find your sanctuary this month, Cancer. You're going to need time to step away and find yourself again, find peace again, and find a moment where it's just you collecting yourself, because what's coming in or has already come in, it came in strong and something that you weren't expecting. Now, the next card is how the person sees the relationship, and how they see it is the Four of Cups. Your person is seeing this relationship as something that became very monotonous, boring, not really feeling fulfilled anymore in the situation. If it's something that is a person of interest and it's not somebody you're with right now, they're just seeing this relationship as, something that they're not wanting to take at the moment. And they're not just seeing the true value of what's being held out to them. And if you notice, some of these cups are empty, and then this one in particular, it is majorly full. And so it's not that the cup is no good, because it's got good stuff in there. but how they're seeing things is a little bit different now. Maybe in the past, they saw this relationship as something that was very good for them. They loved being around you. They had, emotions, of course, for you. But now things have changed recently where they're just like not even wanting to look at what you have to offer in the relationship. They're just like their viewpoint has changed, their perspective has changed. And so they might be stagnant right now. And maybe that's what may be coming in for you. You weren't expecting for them to all of a sudden change their behavior and start acting differently towards you in this because of how they're behaving. It's really hurting you, and it came in as a shock. The way you're seeing the relationship, hold on one moment. The card that you ended up getting, for how you see it is the Death card. So the way you're seeing this is you're seeing as this relationship as done. It's completely over, and there's just no life in this relationship anymore. So it could be that because you're seeing it this way and you're feeling this way, maybe you're showing this person that, hey, you know what, I really think this is over, and maybe it's devastating them. Like they weren't expecting that. They were so, dealing with their own, how they weren't satisfied and everything else, that they probably weren't expecting for you to be like, okay, well, you know what? I am going on my own, and I'm going to go find what makes me happy and what's going to move me forward, and we could be done here. And they just like instantly, it just rocked them. And they weren't expecting it. But it could go the other way around, just how they're acting, what they're doing, and showing their disinterest right now and how their behavior is changing. It puts you in a place where you're hurt by what they're doing, and you're just finally seeing this situation as like, okay, well, it's done, because how they're acting, what they're doing is making me feel like there's nothing here, like this relationship is dead. So the next card that's going to come out is what you guys have to overcome. And what you guys have to overcome is the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords here, the way it's depicted here, is she's wearing the color rust, I believe. And the color symbolizes distrust, dishonesty, and she's also wearing a mask. And so she's hiding her true identity, and she's hiding her intentions. She's not really showing what's really within her. But she is actually, in this picture, it's already the aftermath of her already stealing everything that she actually wanted. And she's still in her deceitful gear. So this is like the aftermath. So what's going on here that needs to be overcome in this relationship is that there needs to be honesty, and there needs to be trust. But obviously it just seems like, you're feeling like this is dead, it's done. And maybe it has to do with, someone lying all the time, being deceitful about the situation, and probably hiding their true intentions. Maybe if they're bored right now and they're not feeling what you have to offer, and they're just, not satisfied with you right now, maybe they were creeping. Maybe they were doing things that, caused a lot of stress in the relationship, and it caused for there to be a shocking moment. Something devastating that happened. So maybe they were doing things outside of your relationship, and this needs to be overcome if they want to make things work with you after you decided to put an end to this, or because of the lies that came through ended this situation. They need to overcome their behavior. They gotta make some changes, and they need to apologize and come to you the right way. Now, what you're both going to learn from this relationship is the justice. She is using wisdom. She is using her heart and knowledge to make a permanent decision. She's not just going to go off of her emotions, or not just going to go off, logically, and come with a detached decision. No, she's going to use all her tools available to her to make a decision in the situation. What you guys are going to learn is that that you both need to make a decision in this situation and be honest. Make it a choice from your heart, logically, and also intuitively, of what's the right thing to do here if this wants to be fixed. Like, you guys are going to learn that you guys have to go through this process of, making choices and decisions, not just with our emotions and not because we're hurt. Sometimes people make choices and decisions and pass judgment because a person cheated on me. So guess what I'm going to do? I am going to mess you the hell up. I'm going to go get into another relationship while I'm still with you. And I'm going to let you find out about it. And I'm going to have you feel exactly what I felt. That is not making a just move, because you're making that decision off of hurt feelings, out of your hurt heart. Make sure that everything that you do right now in this point in time, you're going to learn that you got to use all your tools available to make the right decisions and choices right now. All right, so what's coming for you for the outcome is the 3 of Swords. So yeah, this is something that is very much over. If you notice, she's wearing a black dress and she is in mourning. There is a death of a relationship, and it's hurtful and it's painful, and everything that has transpired between the both of you has been absolutely devastating. And so I feel that if this person is just continue to be in this place right here where they're just so disinterested and just bored and not treating you as somebody that you would be happy to choose, you would be happy to be in a relationship with, and if they're not doing that, what's the point? What's the point in staying something like that? I'm sure you're wanting something that's beautiful and amazing and not be stuck in this energy. Cancer, maybe, I don't know, I can see this in different ways. Maybe the outcome is going to be that you finally see things for what they are. And you see that what they done has caused this. But you realize that in order to overcome the lying and the cheating, it's going to take a whole lot of work. And you're going to have to make a just decision to finally put an end to this, and it's going to shock the shit out of this person, and it's going to bring them in this 3 of Swords. It's going to leave them devastated. I don't think they were expecting that. Or it could be that because you make this just decision, that it's going to cause you heartbreak, because obviously you love this person, and the thing is, it's not that they don't love you, because it shows Cups here too. They do love you, but it's just their perspective on how they see the relationship has changed. And sometimes that happens, people in relationships, they draw apart from one another. But it's going to cause for you to, feel hurt and sad, and put you in a place where you have to mourn. But one thing I'm going to have to say to you, though, Cancer, is that Even though this is going to come out, this is not always a bad thing. Yeah, we don't want to go through the rejection and the betrayal, the abandonment of a person. We don't want to go through that because it literally sucks everything out of you emotionally. But the thing is that once you get out of this, once you go through it and go beyond this, there's something amazing coming. Anytime there is a death, new life is brought forth. And you have to keep that in mind. Go through your mourning stage. Go through the crying. Go through, you know what, I hate him or I hate her. I can't stand them. Go through all of that. Release them. And then when you're finally done, you're going to get something brand new. You just have to go through the process, Cancer. You need to find your sanctuary when you're going through this energy. Spirit is telling you, you got to find somewhere where you can get relief, where you can find a peace of mind, where you can go seek the help that you need. And I mean, this could also be even, going to a therapist. Sometimes talking to somebody can be a sanctuary. It can put us in a place where we feel the release when we start talking to someone else about what's been going on and how we feel. I know there's something good going to come out of this. If they couldn't see that what you had to offer was amazing, it's okay. You're going to have to figure out a way to release the situation and find your peace. Something good is going to come out of this. I know it. And I'm not just saying that just to say that, but I had to go through my own situation, Cancers. And the thing is, I'm a Cancer too. So honestly, this reading actually resonates with me. I wasn't even expecting that, but I'm speaking from experience because it's something that I had to go through last year. And it was something that dragged on for about 3 years. And so the process is heavy and it's hard. And I even went through depression over the situation. And on top of that, I'm a single mother. And I'm literally doing everything on my own. There is nothing worse than having a little eyes watching you, expecting for you to give them the love that they deserve and need, and at the same time feeling completely and utterly broken on the inside and not doing well. You have to gather so much strength not to show what you're feeling and not let them feel what you're feeling and be there for, your little people. I understand the devastation, but I realized when I went through it, I went through the I hate yous. I went through the I'm so hurt. I can't believe they did this to me. I went through all of it, guys. And guess what? I finally found what helped me, my sanctuary. And I finally was able to release. I can give two shits what the person is doing right now. And I'm at the place where I'm so open for something brand new. And whoever comes in, I know it's going to be a beautiful thing. But this time I learned that when I see red flags, I need to listen to them. We are very intuitive people and we see things. It's just sometimes we don't always act on it for whatever reason. For myself, I just feel like sometimes I might be misreading my red flags because I usually get them like instantly, right away. And so, yeah, I learned from that. But I'm just saying to you, Cancers, that eventually something beautiful is going to come in. I'd rather be in a relationship with a person. They adore me. They love me. Every morning they wake up. They're happy to see me. They make choices based off of how I feel and inclusion of our relationship, and not this. I don't want this. I don't want somebody who sees me like this, who doesn't see my value, who doesn't care about making decisions concerning myself, and they're always doing things only for them or because they're just, bored, and so they don't care how they're going to hurt me. They just go off and do something that is going to cause for there to be destruction, and they could care less. Why? Because they're bored and they're selfish. So I would say that this is the right moment for things to be released and things to be let go. It is time, Cancer. We got to let go of these things, but we got to go through the motions and find our sanctuary to help us get through it, and then finally be able to walk free. You want freedom, Cancer, and it's going to get there. It is, but it's going to take some time. So if this resonated for you, please hit the like button and subscribe, and also leave me some comments if you're able. But yeah, this is all I got for you, Cancers. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next sign, which is Pisces. All right, Pisces, we're going to go ahead and get going on you. So let me remove these cards. And we're going to get started. All right. So the main message that I got for you, Pisces, is choice. So what's going on right now for your relationship is this: there's choices that needs to be made. And one of those choices is going to lead you to the right path that is fruitful, that it's, there's a lot of vegetation and growth, or it can lead you to a shorter path, or a path where there's not so much going on there. But, this dove is like a symbolism of, if choices are being made and they're done in the right way, and choices are made with love attached, good things can come out of it. We don't want to make choices from hurt feelings, from a hurt place. If you notice, she is standing still and she is really focused on that glass ball. She's taken her time to finally see what it is that she needs to do. What choice is she going to make? Which path is she going to take? And it's because she can finally see through that glass ball where she needs to go. But it takes time. She's got to be completely quiet and still. So if you're going to make a choice concerning the relationship that you're in right now, or in the situation that you're in, just make sure that you come from a place of love and you're doing it at the right moment. So the overall summary of the story of the relationship is the Fool. So yet again, it has to do with choices, because within this deck card, this one's a little bit different than most tarot cards. If you notice, she's standing still on one foot, and it has to do with her about to make a choice to either go to where there's newness or stay behind. If you notice, there's a man here and a man back here, and so she has two options. Either she can stay in the relationship she's in right now, or she's going to go forward into the new one. But whatever it is she's going to choose, it's either to renew the relationship in the old one, or to go on to the new relationship. The newness is here. Illumination of what is to come is here. So look at, she's using the light to illuminate her choice, but she is ready for something brand new, whether it's in the old or in the new. And so right now in your guys' relationship, the summary is that you guys have choices that you need to make regarding this relationship. And so you're trying to figure out, am I going to stay here? Am I going to go somewhere where it's brand newer in the relationship and somebody can offer me something different? Or am I going to stay here and renew this relationship? Now, the next card is going to be how the person sees this relationship. And they see it as the World card. They see it as something that has gone through its completion. And depending on this and what is the outcome, I have a feeling that maybe they just feel like something different needs to happen in the relationship. Because usually sometimes people say the world card is like just completion of a cycle, but it's also an ending, like complete ending. And if something happened where you guys did separate, they are at a place where, if you see the hands all over the place, they're standing still, like I told you, standing still. And they're waiting for the right moment to make that choice, make a choice in direction of where exactly they're gonna go. If you guys completely ended the relationship, they're just at the place where they don't see anything beyond the ending of the cycle that they had with you, and now they're ready to make a choice in a different direction. How you're seeing the relationship right now is the 8 of Wands. So you probably saw this relationship as something that was super passionate, something that was actually also quick and fast. So maybe you guys started this relationship super fast, because there was a lot of passion there. Maybe the chemistry was amazing, and they were super sexy, and they thought you were super sexy too, and you just saw this as a good thing, but everything was just happening so fast and so quick. Now, what you guys need to overcome is the 4 of Wands. So what's happening here is that in order to get this back on track and to make the right choice, you guys have to figure out how to bring back the love and the unity in the relationship. This is what you have to overcome. This also has to do with celebrations and joy and happiness, family. In order to get all of this back, you guys have to bring it back to where it used to be, like it was in the beginning. What is going on between the both of you? Like, do you guys really have to have a talk and be honest with one another? And kind of bear to each other's souls of, how you're seeing things, how they're seeing things, what they want, what you want, and coming in the middle and acknowledging those things. If you guys are able to do that, you guys will be able to bring back respect to one another, love to one another, giving each other your place. And guess what? You guys will be able to finally overcome these issues and get the celebration and the joy that you've been wanting back into this. But the right choice has to be made. Are you guys going to choose to talk to each other and listen to one another? Or is one person going to choose to end it and go on their own way and find their own direction? Or, are you both going to try as hard? Because it looks like you were trying at one point to keep the communication going, keep the passion going. And, they weren't seeing it that way. Like, they weren't really doing as much as you were. Now, one of the things that you guys are going to learn in this relationship is the 10 of Pentacles. Now, again, 10 has to do also with completion. You finally got your rewards, and now there's an end of that. I mean, the reward is there, but then after the reward, you have to start back at 1. Okay? And so what you guys are going to learn that at one point, you guys did things with each other that brought in a lot of fruit into the relationship, brought a lot of stability, brought in, growth into a relationship. But then it finally got to a place where once you guys received the reward of being with one another and things going to a certain place, all of a sudden it just plateaued, and that was it. You guys are going to learn that you guys have to start all over again. start back at 1 and go through all the stages again to get back to the another level of the 10 of Pentacles. Now, what's going to be the outcome for you is the 6 of Pentacles. And so she is actually giving, and in the book they call these two that are on the floor, they call them beggars. So this woman up here, she has all the money in the world. She has all the things that they want and need, and she is willing to give to them, and they're willing to receive. And so if the right choice is going to be made between the both of you, you guys are going to get to a place where one is going to be giving and the other one is going to be receiving. But eventually there is going to be an equal give and take. You know, you guys also have to remember, it can't be always one person giving all the time, one person doing it all the time, and the other person is just like, okay, but what else is there? What are my other options? Like, what other direction am I headed in this, in this life? So, if you guys do get this back, the love back and the unity back, most likely you guys are going to have that good equal give and take. You guys will be fulfilling each other's needs and wants, and good things will come out of it. So Pisces, this is all I have for you for now. If you feel like this resonated with you, please give me a like and subscribe, and leave me some comments. But I'm going to be doing everybody's second half later on for the month of February. So yeah, you guys take care, and hopefully a good read comes in for you for the second half. All right, for the next sign I'm going to be reading for is Scorpio. So Scorpio, let's see what we have for you. All right, so your main message, let's see. Your main message is divine timing. Everything happens always at the time that it should. And in order for that to happen, Scorpio, you got to be in a place of patience, using your intuition as well, and just letting it all fall on its own into place. Not trying to coerce anything, not trying to change anything, but just letting things be. And sometimes divine timing can be a difficult thing, because things could be happening in the current situation where, you're wanting a certain direction in the relationship and it's not happening, and it's not going exactly where you want it to go. And so having to wait for this divine timing for the relationship to go the other way around where you want it to go is going to take a lot of patience. But you can do it, Scorpio. You really can. But maybe divine timing can be for something that is good that's coming in. Maybe something brand new is coming, and it's all in the right time. And it's because you did your part by holding back, letting things be, and coming through the way it should. So let's see what the tarot cards say about this main message. And so when I shuffled, like 2 cards came out at the same time. So for your summary of the story of the, of your relationship, you ended up getting the 7 of Cups and the 2 of Wands. And both have to do with choices and decisions being made. And so overall, it seems like there's dreams and wishful thinking, and it's not just one specific dream. There's plenty. There's many of them. It's a lot of wishful thinking. And if you notice, she has different faces, and it's because she's using different eyes to inspect every single cup. What is the right cup for me? I'm sure your partner's doing the same thing, or your person of interest, they're trying to figure out what is the right steps for me, what is the right journey, who's the right person for me. I have all these options, I have all these dreams that I need to acquire. What is the right thing for me? And again, divine timing is going to help us to make the right choice. The Two of Wands has to do with the same thing, with making choices of moving forward passionately in the things that we want, creative things. If you notice, she's wearing all red. And so it has to do with deep emotions and love and romance. And in this situation is making a choice of what is that relationship that brings me that spiciness, that romance that I've been wanting, that I've been trying to choose. What is that relationship? Do I have it here in the current relationship, or do I have it with a person of interest? Like, are they going to be able to give me that? Are they going to, be part of my dreams? Are they capable of giving me exactly what I want? And so, yeah, your guys' main summary overall for the both of you is that you guys are trying to make choices at the right time. And if it's concerning you guys, it could just be that maybe both of you have options at this point and you guys are trying to make the right choice. Or it could be trying to make a decision between each other if you guys are meant for one another and making that choice. So the way your partner is seeing this relationship is the Five of Swords. Okay, so they're seeing this relationship as nobody ever wins, because it just seems like neither one of you is giving each other the opportunity to bring out their own ideas about the relationship, what they think what might work for the relationship, what would be the right thing to do. But you guys have your own mindset, your own thoughts, and you guys are not seeing things the way each other is seeing it. And so, of course, there's going to be a fight, and neither one of you is going to win. So they feel like there's just already conflict between you two. And they just feel like it's just going to get to the place where neither one of you is going to be content or happy in the relationship. The way you see it is the Two of Pentacles. You see this relationship as like there's a lot going on in it. There's just so much to do in this relationship, and there's a lot of juggling that needs to be involved. Sometimes I know when people say juggling in readings, it makes it sound so bad, but sometimes juggling, if you think of a juggler, they do an amazing job being able to balance all those balls up in the air at once. Not everybody is capable of doing that. And then being able to conversate and walk around with them, and they just do multiple things at the same time, but there's a lot going on, but at the same time still being able to balance and juggle everything. And so you guys are just in totally different places, but you're seeing this as a lot as well. Like they see it as nobody's gonna win, and there's gonna be this conflict, and neither one of you, like both of you, are just gonna butt heads, and you're just seeing as this is just too much, and I feel like I have to juggle this relationship with this person. So what comes in next, and of course, 2 cards fell out for this too, which is weird because nobody's reading has done that, just yours, Scorpio. So what needs to be overcome is the Page of Wands and the Lovers. So for the Page of Wands, if you notice, she has like a record player. She's playing her music of joy and excitement and love and brand new things. It's like she's playing her music, her soul. is being out there and display. Everybody can hear it. There's passion in it. And so what needs to be overcome is that you guys need to gain that joy and passion back in this relationship if you guys want to make this work. Like, you know, divine timing, you know, like I said, it has to do with patience. And in order to gain this type of excitement and love and passion back, there needs to be patience. And right now, your partner is probably not being patient because they're seeing this as, you know what, we're just not going to be in the same place. I'm not even going to try because we're just going to end up fighting and we're going to end up not agreeing, and neither of us is going to win in this situation. And so I need to figure out what my options are, where I need to go, where I need to find my passion. Is this it for me, or am I going to stick with it? You guys got to gain this passion back with one another. You guys got to bring that joy back and work things out. And also the lovers, it also has to do with choices. But it's choosing the right person to love. You know, these two people here, they feel like they're soulmates, like they're fated to be with one another. They know that they have something special with one another and they don't have issues, you know, making choices to be there for each other. But sometimes in relationships, even though we find the right person, life still happens. Things change. You know, as the years go on, we have different perspectives, and you know, we just tend to either get bored with one another and we don't bring spice back into the relationship, or other things are just happening, and it just causes for us to get into this place where we're like, you know what, this is becoming too much. You know, I want something that's, you know, that's going to bring things that are just like, you know, passionate and dreamlike and wishful and wonderful. And, you know, everybody always wants like that brand new feeling. But people don't understand that, yeah, brand new things are great, but eventually those things get old too. Divine timing is at play here. Both of you need to take time, you know, to figure this out and let the chips fall where they need to fall. At the same time, you know, both of you have to get a different perspective on the relationship and bring back the passion and the love and the joy. And, you know, I know you guys understand that you guys are fated for one another. But, you know, you guys have to overcome a lot of things to get to this place again. So, yeah, a lot of looking at things differently in different ways to bring that back is going to be helpful for you. Okay, so what we got next for what you're going to be learning out of this situation is the Hierophant. So, you know, the Hierophant has to do with education, higher learning, you know, learning new things, and even something that's committal, you know. So right now what you guys are learning is that you guys know everything you need to know about one another. You do. But at this point, you guys, you know that you have to put in the work to make this into a committed relationship or to keep it committed. So it's not like you guys don't know what's going on with one another or refuse, you know. You guys know. You already know that it's heavy and there's a lot of work that has to be put into it because You deal with them a lot, all the time, and you already know their behavior, and you already know what you want, but things are just not going exactly where you want them to go. And they just see as like, we're constantly like this, where neither one of us is going to break and we're both being stubborn. You guys have knowledge of that. You guys already know how you guys are at the present moment, but you know that there's options that need to be, that right now has to be made. Like there's an option that, that needs to be chosen at this point. You need to make that choice, and so do they. Both of you understand that. And you guys also, know that in order to be in this committed relationship, all of this has to come back. Now, the outcome is the Six of Swords. So, because of the stress of this, for the both of you, you guys, and the stress of the Five of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, you guys are going to be stuck in your head in, in the outcome in the future. You guys are just, you guys have to understand that regardless, like if you guys do decide to move forward and go in a different direction, and that's where you feel where, your life is being taken, once you see things a certain way, if you decide to move away from each other, just remember that everything that you felt about this person is going to follow you. This card right here, if you notice the curtains there, you see the background, it's like a play. It's like a scene to a play. And the person who's needing rest and needs help because they're stuck in their mental thoughts is sitting on top of this bird. And so it's literally flying them out from this certain situation, this scene in the play, and taking them to another. But if you notice that while they're leaving this scene and they're going to the next one that's something brand new, guess what they're taking with them? They're taking their thoughts, they're taking everything that they dealt with in this situation that wasn't working, and they're bringing it to the new one. So if you guys ever decide, Scorpio, if you're gonna move on from this, make sure that you don't bring anything with you that has to do with this past situation, because it's just going to come with you and you're going to be stuck and you're going to be going through the same thing over again. And the same thing goes for the person of interest or the person that you're with right now. But this also has to do with if you guys remain with each other, if things don't change, you guys are going to be stuck in your head and stressing and mulling over what's going on between you guys. And you're going to want to escape somehow and find some type of mental freedom from the other person. But again, like I said, divine timing is at play. You guys have all the knowledge that you need to make the right choice, and to also figure out what steps you're going to be taking. But all of that takes patience, and it takes intuition, and it takes making the right choices. Divine timing is at play. Okay, so this is all that I have for you guys. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that, guys. I really would. Also leave me some comments too. But I will be doing your guys' second half later on, way later on, because we're not even in February yet. I'm doing your February readings right now. So hopefully something better comes out of it. But you know what? I wish you guys the best of luck in what you're going through right now, and hopefully things change. But just remember that everything that we see in the cards right now, they're not definite. Because something happened where your partner can totally just snap out of this and go into this feeling or go into that feeling, into the Lover's card or into the Page of Wands, and things could change in your relationship and go back to being, committal. So, things are not always set in stone, guys. So if this reading kind of stressed you out, please don't let it do that to you. This reading's not for everybody, but for those who it speaks to, that, something spoke to you in this whole reading. But anyway, guys, you guys take care. Have a wonderful February, and happy Valentine's Day, guys. But all of you guys take care, okay? Bye.